That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? The first reviews, the official reviews for Transformers 1 are now out, and they're great. The last I checked, Transformers 1 was sitting at a 92%. Now, it may have gone a little bit up or a little bit down since then. Maybe it's like 85 now, or maybe it's like 93 now, but whatever. Last I checked, it was at 92%. Now, I remember I mentioned to you guys, they first announced Transformers 1 2 CinemaCons ago. And all they showed to us at 2 CinemaCons ago was an image, like one image of Cybertron. That was it. Then last, what's it at right now?
88% now.
So it's at 88% now.
32 reviews.
Okay, so a bunch of like double the reviews have come in. So sitting at 88%.
We're still good.
So then at this past CinemaCon in April, they showed us a big presentation of it. And I was pretty skeptical about a Transformers 1 animated thing going into it. But if you guys remember, I came out of CinemaCon going, guys, this looks way better than I thought it was going to.
And don't forget, they gave us glasses to wear for that part too.
Oh, the 3D stuff. Yeah, I have no plans to watch it in 3D.
I know, but I just wanted to make note that that was one of their points of saying that, hey, like the 3D stuff is cool.
Yeah, look how it looks, right? And that's for I hate 3D, but for 3D it looked all right. But I remember I came out of it and said, guys, I think this actually looks pretty good. And sure enough, then they put out the first trailer and it didn't win a lot of people over. But the first trailer wasn't what they showed us at CinemaCon. Then they put out a second trailer around Comic-Con that was much more in line with what they showed us at CinemaCon. So they put out the Comic-Con trailer and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, this doesn't look bad. Then they played it at that animation film festival and a lot of people loved it. Well, now we are getting reviews like Transformers 1. This is from Deadline. Transformers 1 review. Toy Story 4 director Josh Clooney constructs a genuinely moving robot tragedy. I love that. But there are also a bunch of other reviews that have come out. Let's go over and take a look at a couple of these reviews for Transformers 1. They go like this. The San Francisco Chronicle wrote, even if you don't care 2 cans of WD-40 about the origin story, its themes of friendship and underdog heroism, along with a visually impressive design and clean storytelling, form a truly appealing film. Now, Screen Crush didn't like it as much. They wrote, after decades of experience with the Transformers in various forms, I have come to the following conclusion. They make better toys than movies.
Oh.
And listen, I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment.
But it feels like that's someone who's been hurt by Transformers way too many times.
And we have been hurt by Transformers.
Way too many times.
All right, IGN also didn't like it. And they wrote, Transformers 1 is mostly content with half-hearted puns and barely legible Cybertronian battles that could have used some major transforming before rolling out. Got their thing? Now, Zach Pope did like it and wrote, wow, Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie. There's a lot of people that are saying that. High-octane action, hilarious, and most importantly, emotionally deep with its thematics on friendship and its layers on social hierarchy, brings to life some eye-opening pieces to the Transformers universe. Comicbook.com also liked it. They wrote, if this is the future of Transformers franchise, then Autobot and Decepticon fans have a bright future to look forward to indeed. Culture Mix wrote, for better or worse, and they also liked it, one is for die-hard Transformers fans. This origin story has appealing visuals and action, but the plot might be too confusing for viewers who are new to the franchise. So it sounds, and listen, that's consistent with what they told us at CinemaCon. They said, we really made this one with Transformers lovers in mind.
Oh, okay.
So it might, for brand newcomers, from what I'm hearing, it might be a little too inside baseball, but I mean, for me, it's going to be right up my alley. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mando. Guys, I've got to tell you about something that changed my whole body care game. Mando Whole Body Deodorant. Now, I first heard about Mando last year when they offered to become a sponsor of the show, and I was honestly skeptical. I mean, a deodorant can't really control odor for 72 hours, can it? But after using it myself, I am a believer. You can use it anywhere on your body, and I mean anywhere. It's clinically proven to keep you smelling fresh for up to 72 hours without any irritation. I'm loving the Clover Wood scent, but they've got options like Bourbon Leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and even unscented if you prefer to go stealth mode. I like to use it after the shower, before the gym, or even important meetings. It's that reliable. And right now, Mando's got a killer deal. New customers get $5 off their best-selling starter pack with my exclusive code CAMPEA. That's over 40% off. Just go to shopmando, that's shopmando.com, and use the code CAMPEA. Seriously, guys, if you want a deodorant that's aluminum-free, baking soda-free, and just works better than anything else you've tried, it's time to make the switch to Mando. So don't wait. Control body odor anywhere with Mando. Head over to shopmando.com and use the code CAMPEA and get $5 off your starter pack. Trust me, you're going to love it. That's at shopmando.com. Go and check it out now. The Movie Podcast wrote, Transformers 1 is the biggest surprise of the year and exactly the spark the Transformers series needed. With stunning animation, hilarious moments, and a fresh take for all fans, it's the best Transformers movie in years. Not hard to do, but it's good to hear. Shifter wrote, at its core, this is really a coming-of-age adventure story where the best friends turn sworn enemies go down a journey of self-discovery, and you best believe Transformers 1 is an adventure worth going on. Alonzo over at the Film Verdict didn't like it. He wrote, fills in the backstory for the legendary robots in disguise, but there's little here for viewers who come in with no investment in this universe, which is exactly what somebody else said, right? They said, this is great, unless you're not somebody who knows a lot about Transformers, cinematic or otherwise. South China Morning Post wrote, Transformers 1 brims with energy, color, humor, and a surprising amount of metal-on-metal violence, and is at a scale that feels better suited to a show originally conceived as an elaborate toy commercial. I love that. Superhero Hype likes it, and they write, whoever wrote the first act may be, and it is, the moment the lead robots gain the ability to transform and level up is calculated to kick your inner, oh my God, it's Optimus Prime, I love him, into gear. Our friend Jermaine over at IO9 writes, Transformers 1 easily wipes away the bad taste 20 years of live-action Transformers may have left for some. It's big, it's beautiful, and it's arguably the best Transformers movie ever. Wow. Karen M. Peterson over at Awards Watch writes, Transformers 1 channels the joy that first brought audiences to this universe back in the 1980s and proves there are still good stories left to tell. The Deadline Hollywood wrote, Transformers 1 returns to the property's pure animated roots, yet the story has more humanity than the films that co-star human actors, and ultimately makes you feel the operatic tragedy of Megatron. And it just goes on. You can see all the positive ones. Joe Blow wrote, easily the best Transformers movie ever made. Nerdist wrote, a fun reminder of why we all like the robots who were more than meets the eye in the first place. It doesn't touch the artistic crossover heights of the Spider-Verse or Mutant Mayhem, but that doesn't mean it isn't pretty darn great. And it just went on. Like, this is no one ever expected the Transformers 1 to come out with 100%. But all this stuff is exactly what I wanted to hear. And Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, like writing stuff like, particularly this one reviewer wrote saying it has a surprising amount of deep emotion to it as well. And that's the part that got me in the CinemaCon presentation, was when they showed us some scenes, like, I legitimately felt emotional in some of it. They made you feel the awe and wonder of Cybertron. Yes, it's got the humor and some silliness in there, but I think a good use of silliness. And to me, at least from the previews, it looked like it was like, and again, I was skeptical, but I think we're in for a winner.
Oftentimes I believe, like with Transformers, like, well, at least for me, I get distracted by all the transforming, all the cool stuff, the sounds, but that can only last so long until it kind of gets old. What happens when you take away all those distracting things, like oh, that thing turns into a blaster, or that thing turns into a truck, and then you just give these robots personalities that we can attach to? I think that has a longer lasting impact on people, as in attaching themselves to want more from the franchise. when you actually can relate to or find these personalities of these robots funny, or that's what I'm saying. It's
and if they have actually accomplished that, and if they have actually done that, and most of the critics are saying that's what they've accomplished, I'm all in. Look, we're going to go see it in what, 2 days?
Right.
And I think just for those of you who don't know still, the official opening isn't until later, but they are doing advanced fan screenings of Transformers 1 across the country this Saturday. So in a couple of days. So go and check to see if there are still tickets available near you. I would assume there are, because I don't think a lot of people know about these Saturday screenings. Go and check them out. We're going to go see it Saturday. I'm excited for it.
Did anyone mention anything like post-credit or anything in these reviews?
Nothing,
right?
I haven't seen anything about post-credits.
A one-off, or maybe like let's test the waters and see if people attach.
I mean, I kind of hope there's not a post-credit scene. I like, it's just become, post-credit scenes used to be this fun little bonus, but now it's become an expected thing.
Yeah, right.
And like, I get it. Like, Marvel movies should have post-credit scenes because that's what Marvel movies do. But I don't think every other film franchise needs to do that. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to stick around till the end to see if there's an end credit scene, right? Like, if there is one, I want to see what it is.
For the song. I mean, the theme sounds really cool from the trailers. It sounds
like
the
music sounded great and all that kind of stuff. So I'm down with this. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? It sounds like those first reactions we got from that animation film festival a few months ago may not have been a fluke. It sounds like now that the official reviews are coming out, this thing's looking pretty strong. I am seeing it this Saturday. Are you guys planning on seeing it? Maybe you're just thinking, it looks kind of like a kiddie cartoon. That's understandable. The animation style kind of does look that way. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.